Hey guys, what's up? This is Al Srinivas. Welcome back to my YouTube channel. Today I have the Canon EOS M50 Mark II. This product comes for 58,000 in the market. Now, the Mark 1 comes 54, but this is Jan 2021. If you're watching the video, it was shot on 25th of Jan, right? And the EOS M50 Mark II came in the market in India in January 2021, but not on any online shopping markets. Means Amazon, Flipkart, there are no links over here. But later on, when the product comes, I'll give a link down in the description so you can purchase this thing. Plus, I'll also provide the offline dealer's number from where I brought it. So guys, let's start with the box. What do we have over here? First of all, it's written down here EOS M50 Mark II coming with a kit lens EF M15x45 IS STM kit. EFM means mount. Mount means mirrorless camera mounts. The M50 Mark II is a mirrorless camera, a DSLR. Now, what more we have? 24.1 megapixels, 4K, dual pixel AF, APS sensor and Wi-Fi Bluetooth also. I used this camera almost a week. I have shot many clips on this, like if you see the earlier videos, I have taken with the M50. It is also written dual pixel CMOS AF. What does this mean? Dual pixel CMOS AF means autofocus. When you're focusing on any particular body, we see small blocks down there, green color box. That's the meaning of this. Dual pixel CMOS AF. APS-C means the sensor. Which sensor is being used? First of all, this is having no mirror. It's a mirrorless camera, M50 Mark II, due to which it makes it so light. Then there's Wi-Fi and Bluetooth. Now on the other side, it's a cost given 58,995 rupees. Month and years were manufactured 2020, December 2020, last year. Okay, what do we have here? Wi-Fi, same. Okay, content over here on this side. The camera itself, the EOS M50 Mark II, zoom lens EF M1545mm f3.5 to 6.3 IS STM, a strap, a battery charger, a battery pack. Now we'll keep it over here and I'll show you things one by one. First of all, the camera. Now the battery provided here is a 875 mAh 7.2 volt. There's a SD card provided also with a carry case. It's on the box written this side. 16 gigabytes card inside it with a carry case. Now let's keep both over here to power it up. The lenses covers are given over here. They always give 2 covers for the lens, 1 cover for the camera. Keep it here. A charging case. Now, input for it is 100 volts to 240 volts. Output 8.4 volts to 0.54 amperes. Let's keep back over here. It said over here also made in China. Canon.inc. The wire for it. We have the manual itself, very important. There's a warranty card provided and 2 pamphlets with it. You can also buy some more accessories like the Cameron high quality filter, which is over here. It is a Slim MC Pro UV49mm, and also you can purchase a scratch guard for your LCD screens because it's a touch screen, and first of all, take precautions. Now, let me get these things all aside. Speak about the camera, the features, what it marks in the market. Okay, now coming before the features, let's go over here. Basic parts you might be knowing, but not this. Below the viewfinder is something called as dioptric adjustment knob. What does that mean? Let me explain you. Some people wear glasses, spectacles. So when they view in the viewfinder, they see a different image, which the knob is given down here to blur it and unblur it. Now let's come on top of the camera, the top part. Let's hold it in a hand. The button, shutter button for clicking the photos. Around it is a main dial. Above it, mode dial, different kinds of mode. Right side, the red button for recording. Left side, M-FN. That means multi-function button. On-off switch. Now, come like parallel wise over here. We have the flash. This is the most important thing. I like from the product. In this, the flash never pops up automatically. Mostly in the DSLR, the Canon 300D, 1500D, 200D. When we click photos like in autofocus, and if there's too dark, okay, it's too dark, the flash pops out on its own. No, it's not over here. You have to pick up the flash. That's why if you're clicking in autofocus and on the screen it will be showing over there, pick up the flash or move the flash up. It tells you an option. You can do it or you can do it not. That's the best thing I like. Coming below the flash, two sound inputs over here. Above the flash, you can attach your extra flash. You can attach your mics, Boya, Rode. Now, the viewfinder, as I loved it, I love it much better. Beside the viewfinder, you see a small ring around it. That means when I'm viewing in the viewfinder, it's a motion sensor. It's like, what do I say, ultrasonic or something. I come close to it, the LCD stops glowing, it goes off. I come far, the LCD starts glowing and the viewfinder stays blurred. This is the best thing, I love it. Now, besides it, the focal length. You see like a small circle and a line? Focal length, what that does mean, like, okay. This is an EF-M camera with the M mount. M mount means it's a mirrorless mount. So mirrorless camera, so a M mount. Now, the point given over here means that's the sensor or the film where the light comes in and it picturizes on that film. Due to which, for using different in a sense, different lenses like the EFS lenses, you require a mount. I'll explain you why. You require a mount because in the EFS lenses, there's a mirror. That mirror takes a space. The focal length, when it hits the mirror, it takes some time to hit the sensor also. That means when you're going to use that lenses, they have different kind of, like you say, priority over there. That's why you require an M mount. So upgrading to an M mount is very useful. You can use the EFS mount, and also you take out the mount, you use the M mounts. Now, let's come again parallel wise. The mic, aux, as you all know, come down. You can attach your tripods on it. Then the circle is given. Besides it, this is what I like. Second thing is, there's a flip out. Mostly in the 1300D, which I'm using right now, and in the 1500D, the flip out is not there. It's like a pull. No, it's like a click and a pull. That's what it is. And it really gets stuck. The flip out is best, and you just pop out your batteries and your SD card and back in. Now, coming here upwards. Okay, now this button is really new over here. This button means a lot. It is the Wi-Fi button. This over here. Above it, HDMI external output, and above this HDMI output thing, the output is a digital terminal over here. Okay. Now let's go forward and backwards. The lens. Let me show you what I mean to say. There's a lock button. Even if I on the camera, like I'm going to do it now, I on, it's still saying the notification up here. You have to unlock the lens, push and hold the lens switch forwards. So I push and hold. Here we go. Now I can see the image. Now come backwards over here. So that's it, as I say, flip out screen. There's a search button, a magnifying glass over here. Below the search button, it's called the index button. Down there, info button, flash, then there's AF and MF, autofocus and manual focus, a delete button, Q set. What's a Q set? You know, when we have this old camera, we go like AWB, you want your quality check. This is where you find all these things over here. Down there, your review button, what photo you took the last, it comes down there. And last, the menu. Now, I'm going to show you the sound, how it makes. Like, I just like the sound. I'll show you. It's pure. When I use the magnifying button also to search any photo, just slide down the screen and it's so smooth, you feel like using a phone. Now, let's go in depth of the features. What do we get? There's 24.1 megapixels, as I said, ISO from 100 to 25K 600. Burst, like in one shot, like a burst click, how many can you take? 10. That's it. Then last, not last, you can say movie format, like MP4 movie format we have. Then we have optical zoom up to 3x, the lens from 15 to 45 mm. Then there's one detection, one shot AF, a little more features down there. Some two features which is new from the Mark 1 and Mark 2 also. The Mark 1 never had vertical selection or vertical shot selection, it means to say. That means after clicking a photo vertical, you want to view it vertically. But in the Mark 1, you see something like this. But in the Mark 2, you see something like this. A new advanced feature. Here's the point. The bloggers or the YouTubers who are used to looking in the lens for making videos, but not the flip screen, I would recommend this. But someone who wants to view you actually, like when you're making a video, you want to see yourself too, go for the M200. Now, there are also some pros and cons, but now this is the quality of the Canon M50 Mark II. Earlier I was using the 1300D of Canon. The quality over here is 1920 into 1080 50 FPS. Now, coming back to the pros and cons. Pro side, it is lightweighted and also mirrorless. First of all, mirrorless has a better image quality due to which there is no mirror into it, so there will be less of vibration when you take any certain click. Third, the viewfinder, as I said. When you look at the viewfinder, you see the actual image and then it blurs down. But you can also use a lot of filters, like there are some filters here, black and white and many other more. If you use these filters on your camera while taking a pic, you can even see through the viewfinder. Then eye detection, as I said, AF points, autofocus is too good in this. Vertical videos, for which the Mark II came out, and inbuilt streaming. That's a major importance. Now, the con side coming to. Con side, if you want to upgrade the lens, you require an M mount. So an extra amount should be paid only for a new mount. Like 8,000, 7,000 a new mount comes in, and then your new lens. That's the cons on this. So, and also the battery time, you might require another battery if you want to shoot in 4K because the time is very less given over here. Okay guys, if you like this video, give it a thumbs up. Anything I left, let me know in the comment section. I'll be happy enough to help you all out, and take care. See ya. Thank you.